I want to know, like, I don't know what to think about what I'm about to show you.
Go for it.
But I want your insight on it. Okay, let's go.
You want me inside of it? That's what I heard. My bad.
I want your insight on it.
Pause. Keep going.
Your insight.
Oh.
Insight. Am I crazy?
It sounded crazy when you said it, but.
Until I met the mayor of my town, Hoyashi, in Japan, and I told my mayor, why when I'm going to Japanese restaurants, they tell me away. When I go to the, ryokan, they tell me away, and he said, no, they're not racist. We become jittery when we don't know how to interact. It's called xenophobia. You don't want to look stupid. In Japanese, they want to be perfect all the time.
Okay.
If I'm going to serve this man and I make a mistake, my face is down. So rather, avoid it. So he gave me a word to use, which is a greeting that says, I am sorry for being a burden on you. And it changed everything.
So once you said that?
Yes.
But I wouldn't want to walk around thinking that I'm a burden.
Well, then stay in your country. Don't go anywhere.
Well, I want to visit.
There is something called multicultural communication, multicultural understanding, multicultural. We teach it. It's very expensive. You think it's there for nothing? It's there to prepare you to know where you're going and how to make the larger community feel comfortable. Not for them to make you feel comfortable. You buy that comfort.
So because you don't know how to serve me, I need to dumb down.
No. It's not a dumbing down. That's a very American, and I'm basically
saying I'm so sorry that you cannot serve me.
You have come to.
But can you serve me?
No, you've come to disturb what we call a status quo, a functioning status quo. You, if you are a man of conscience, you know that I am different. I cannot expect the majority to disorganize themselves to accommodate me. I have to find that accommodation, make them feel that I come with knowledge about you.
But don't they know I'm traveling to their country? Don't they know that there are, visitors? There's people coming.
Yeah, there are foreign hotels. We call them foreign hotels. Go there, you go in.
So stay at the Marriott?
That's correct. That's why we have the ryokan. Ryokan is traditional Japanese hotels.
Okay.
You take off your shoes and your clothes at the door, standing naked, and a woman will give you what is called yukata, and you wear it. Whole bamboo floor is polished, you can eat from it. You all, men and women, have to take a shower in one spring water, okay? Warm spring. Sit and I wash your bag. Western people are not comfortable doing that. So don't come here. But out of curiosity, some of we foreigners want to go there. And then it has caused problem already. The woman won't behave this way if there hasn't been a precedent to this. You understand what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
So I wanted you, what were your thoughts about what you just heard about this man? You go to another country, if you're not ready to come into, it's not yours. Stay the fuck home.
Okay, I feel like you agree with him.
You what?
I feel like you agree with him.
I tend to agree with him. I tend to be like, don't be a nuisance, and it's not so much. I kind of understand. I kind of agree. Didn't really know how to feel about it, but I'm looking at what he's saying, and I'm like, it makes a lot of sense. It's not so much dumbing down, or I felt like she was coming in on that subject with a lot of, like he said, it's the American thing, and just like, hey, listen, I feel like that. I felt like that a bit when my cousins sometimes from the States, they come here and they expect everything they got in America to be here. Like, we went to a restaurant at some point, and this was just last year, and my cousin's like, a steak restaurant, and it's like, yo, they don't have no gravy here? You want what gravy? Yeah, gravy. Like, you have steak on, that's how you eat it at your spot. But you're not the norm of the world. And when you're gonna travel, they're gonna serve you steak, and there's not gonna be gravy. And they brought like something, it's like, this is not gravy, this is sauce. I'm like, oh my God, dude.
Was it an American steakhouse though?
No.
Okay.
It's just steakhouse,
Gotcha.
which we kind of make it different than them over there. So yeah, you expect it a certain way sometimes, and I feel Americans sometimes they do that. But when they travel, they're like, they really expect. And it's not just Americans, it's other people. But I've experienced a lot with Americans. So what did you think about that?
So I can't speak on Japan because I don't know the customs. I don't know if what he's describing is accurate. Like, some people are going to look at this video and be like, no, there's a bunch of racist people over there. They just don't want you because you're dark. And other people are like, no, these customs are real. I don't know. What I can tell you is that a lot of people take foreigners coming into their country very differently. For example, If you think about a Western context, a lot of people tell you, be happy. Tourists are visiting. You should be grateful. But you have to understand, tourism isn't always a great thing. And sometimes too much of it can be a horrible thing. Take Barcelona, for example. They had protests where they said, we don't want these tourists here. Why? Because of the fact that tourists were coming and there was such a demand for them. People were buying up the homes that were supposed to be for local residents, turning them to Airbnb, driving the cost of rent up for everyone. And then all of a sudden, people can't find places to live. The local population's pushed out and tourism is booming. It's like, well, they're going to have a negative relationship with tourism. Is that these people hate tourists? No, they hate the effects of that. In that same token, I can imagine cultures where you want to be able to serve, but if you don't speak English, and I know plenty of people like this, if they can't speak the language of the person they're trying to serve, they're too embarrassed or they're too frozen to be able to serve that person. And they just rather not deal with it. That's a real thing. Now, again, I can't speak on that culture. I don't know. So I'll claim ignorance. I don't know.
Yeah, but everybody speaks English.
They don't. Another example. I travel to Ethiopia. Some places, they don't want foreigners there. The reason being is they're used to their stuff a certain way. When a foreign comes in, one, they don't speak the foreigner's language. Two, they don't want to disrupt the way that, and they don't like the feeling of outsiders observing them. It's not that they hate you. It's that they want to keep this stuff for locals, by locals, and keep that environment.
They just don't want to feel like a zoo.
Yeah. So it's not even like, oh, a white person came in or whatever. You could be from a different African nation. They still don't want it. There's plenty of places where tourism is encouraged or accepted or whatever. And it's not that different in even a Western context. Like, there's some neighborhoods you're just not supposed to travel to. They don't want to see your ass there. You know what I'm saying?
Oh my God, is that Compton? I just got to see this. Oh my God. Is that a pit bull? Can I pet it? Oh my God.
And you know what's fucked up? They do tours of Compton. They have tour buses where you pay people to go see dangerous areas. It's like, what the fuck is this zoo-like shit?
What the fuck is this?
But we've commodified, tourism so much and we've made it such a... But in some cases, it can be bad. It can be really bad. So she said something that's interesting. She said, I have to lower myself. No, you're going into an environment where social norms are just not the same. You have to accommodate that. They're not supposed to accommodate you. This isn't a situation where the customer is almost right. Even though Japanese pride themselves on customer service when it comes to their establishment, creating a great, clean environment where you're going to be well taken care of. There's a certain level of respect for the culture that you have to have, a certain adherence to it, especially when you leave a lot of the places that are catered towards Westerners. And this is true for any place. I go to some places in Korea, they're just not going to want foreigners in there. They don't know how to serve you. You're going to take up their space, you're going to take up their resources, and they're not even sure if they can give you a good experience. I'd rather you leave, go somewhere where they can serve you. Is that crazy? I don't think so.
And you're going to talk shit, not because it was bad service, but it was not the service that you're accustomed to at home.
Yeah.
That's just...
Yeah. So,
what
does it say in the comments? Pull it up. I want to actually see what the comments say.
That's a good...
Because a lot of people who may have gone, may have had something. I'm a chef at a restaurant in Shizuoka, Japan, with a Japanese wife, and he's absolutely correct. I've never had a problem with eating out anywhere in Japan because I always bow and give a formal Japanese greeting, no problem. And I do it in reverse when Japanese come into my restaurants. Our greeting in Nihongo, our business culture is in Japanese, so we are always busy. Someone asked a question. Well, the question has to be asked, do these people also adjust when they are visiting? If you ever pay attention to some Asians, but if you pay attention to Japanese tourists, they don't try to take up space everywhere. They're trying to be very mindful. They don't just leave trash. And the same way a lot of foreigners go to their country and do things dirtily, they don't do that. A lot of cultures do pride themselves on how they behave when they go overseas. Not everybody, but some, right? So I would say, in my experience, Japanese tourists are great. Having been an Airbnb host myself, I've had people from all different countries. And let me tell you, some stereotypes are accurate. But in my experience, when I've had Japanese guests, they've been good.
What stereotypes?
And I don't even know why this shit is like so crazy. Like, you might come from a culture where you when you go to other places, you got to take off your shoes when you go inside the front door. Oh, is that bowing? Is that like you having, yes, that's you adjusting to the way they do stuff. You don't want to do that, we don't want to serve you. You don't want to bow and do things respectfully however they want to do it, we don't want to serve you. I don't understand, for the life of me, people who travel to purposefully not engage with the culture they're going to visit. You paying thousands of dollars to be 1,000% American and try to Americanize other places. That's like, why? Don't you want to have an immersive experience? Like, I don't understand the resistance to that. Oh, I don't want to bow. Like, they're not asking you to go over there and suck their toes. They like, welcome, bitch. And it's just, fuck them, bitch. You know what I mean? That's not what they doing. They're not asking you to do nasty shit. Ooh, let me see your butthole. That's not what they doing. I can understand. Like, I think it's a very.
Arigato.
So, I don't know. If I can give you guys any advice, learn about the places you guys are traveling to. Take some of this advice in and travel in a way where you can accommodate the local population because you are placing a burden on them. You are. As much as you think, oh, I'm breaking my tour. A lot of these people don't care. Their economy is going to be generally fine for most of these places. The ones who need your business, they're going to learn your customs and try to accommodate you as much as possible. Yeah. A lot of them don't give a fuck about whether you come shop at their place or not. They'll accept it, but they're not going to prostrate themselves in front of you. Is it prostate? It's definitely not prostate.
No. Prosternate?
I don't know. The word is close.
Prostate is not it. I can tell you it's not prostate.
I just got prostate on my mind. So
you got... I got prostate on my mind. Prostate on my mind. That's crazy, bro.
I got to Google this word because I can't just leave it now. I'm mad.
Prostate is wild.
Oh, no, it is prostate.
Prostate.
Yes, prostrate yourself before the Lord means to humble yourself and submit to God by physically lying face down on the ground or bowing low.
And showing your butthole.
Shut your ass up. Do not blaspheme.
I'm not blaspheming. I'm just saying what you gotta prostrate yourself. Show your butthole so they can prostate. Check.
Yeah, it is.
See, you show your butthole.
Anyways. Man, I was like, is that the word?
Yeah.
But then I thought about, I can't think of another word.
Because the thing that happened is that you're thinking about something very humble and noble to do. Like, it's like saying, you have to show your respect. You have to nut.
What's more humble?
You have to nut
than a butthole.
I'm saying you just have to,
because it faces the toilet every day. Yeah. I gotta go. If that's their custom, then just go and do that. Prostate. Fuck, man, this video is stupid. Anything else?
Probably my fault.
I've never been so upset to be right. I wish it wasn't the word. So, hey, listen, guys, feel free to prostate in the comments before us. That's all for me, man. Yuck.